From this point, the 29th of March, people will no longer be legally required to stay at home.
In the last few minutes, we've heard that 30 million people have now received their first COVID-19 vaccine. It's the ongoing success rollout that's led to the confirmation from government today that there will be no changes to the plan to ease lockdown.
So it's the 29th of March 2021, and after 3 long months of lockdown, the stay-at-home order's finally been lifted and we can get back out to doing what we love. I, like many others, no doubt, took advantage of that and headed up to the Peak District to get some much needed fresh air and photography therapy. The photographs you see aren't going to be portfolio images by any stretch of the imagination. I was incredibly rusty, both in terms of photography and vlogging, but it was more just about getting out, enjoying the outdoors, feeling that fresh air again, and just having a great time.
So hello, good morning, welcome to the vlog. This is what freedom feels like, and it's fantastic. I'm here today at Padley Gorge. It's Monday the 29th of March. Lockdown has officially, well, some of the lockdown sanctions have officially ended, meaning that we can get out and travel again and go and enjoy some photography. So I'd imagine I'm one of the very, very many people who are out today with their cameras. I got up really early. I headed off actually to Ramshaw Rocks, further north of here. I think it's further north of here, but it was just so windy and the sunrise just wasn't happening. I decided to come back to here. Cloudy conditions, perfect for a bit of waterfall and woodland photography. So, oh, it's so nice to be out. Shall we see if we can find a few pictures? Alright, so you're going to have to bear with me here because photography and vlogging is not coming very easily to me today. I'm a bit rusty. So I've found this shot in front of me here, and I'm not 100% sure about it, to be honest with you, but I kind of like the cascades that are in the background. I also like there's a little rock that's sitting in the foreground, and there's a couple more that sort of lead you up into the shot. But the only problem is there's this low overhanging branch. So I've tried to get down a bit lower to cut that out so it's not such a big deal, but it's still in the frame. And when the wind blows, because it's getting a bit windy at times, when the wind blows, there's movement in the branch. So I'm having to wait till the wind drops and then try and take the shot. I may move further down this way and take another shot sort of more straight down to see if that one's a bit more pleasing. I'm also having to shoot this at about 40 odd millimeters, because if I pull back too far you get way too much of the tree in the frame, the overhanging tree, which I really don't want. So it's a solid start, I'd say. We'll have a look at it, shall we? Oh man, just did a whole bit to camera and then realised I hadn't pressed record. Oh, I'm so rusty. Anyway, what I was saying, which I'll say again, I've come a bit further down the gorge now. I've been traversing waterfalls that are on the side of the gorge that are trickling into the main sort of body of water. I banged my knee on a boulder, which was interesting. I've come across a fantastic branch here, mossy branch, that would be brilliant for my garden for a bit of bird photography, but yeah, I don't think I'm going to get that home. So yeah, but it is really nice. Anyway, I've come across this little scene here, and I'm going to go intimate with this one. There's a little semicircle of boulders that the water's cascading over, and then you've got a little ledge at the front, and I really sort of like the way the water's moving over it. So I'm going to really focus in on this little semicircle with this ledge and just try and catch the water flow coming over it. So there'll be no background, no sky obviously, no nothing, just this semicircle of boulders with the water dropping over. So we'll see how we go with that. So I've come up out away from the water now for a minute. I'm going back down actually because there's a really nice cascade down there. Looks a little bit dicey getting there, but I'm definitely going down there. But there's a couple of things I've seen here. One is this lovely stone wall that I might be able to do something with. Let's turn you around so you can see that. This really nice stone wall here that I might be able to do something with. And the other one is just over to this side, and it's a set of boulders. And basically what I'm trying to do with it is I've got all these boulders on the right hand side of the image and then 3 trees on the left hand side of the image. I'm not sure really at all about the composition. Just something about it just caught my eye, and with the sun coming onto the, or you know, hitting the boulders, it's created some really nice light and some nice textures and shadows. So I'm thinking I'm going to do it like a letterbox sort of pano sort of view. Yeah, hello. There's a bloody tree creeper up there. Correction, there was a tree creeper up there. And we'll see how that goes. And then I'm going to have a look to see if there's anything I can do with this stone wall, and then down the sketchy path back to the water, I think. All right, so I'm hand holding here because it's getting very, very dicey around here, and what I really want to get a shot of is, let me show you, I want to get a shot of these waterfalls right here, okay? But to get a shot of these waterfalls right here, I've got to go round the side of this tree here, okay? So I've got to go round and round, so round that way. All right, so bear that in mind. And to get round that way, the drop is that. So that's the drop I'm facing if I want to go around that way. And I'm here on my own, so it's not going to happen. I can't see another way down. I really want to get the shot, I'd love to get the shot, but I'm not risking it. So no shot, unfortunately, this time. So I was actually on my way back to the car, and I found a nice little rock to have a sit down on. And while I was sitting down, sort of facing back the way I came, I come across this composition here. and I think it's actually really quite nice. You've got 3 trees. You've got a really large oak tree in the foreground, and then you've got 2 trees, one either side, and both the trees to the side are leaning that way and the oak's leaning that way in the middle, so it kind of creates a nice sort of balance between the two. Let me just get this shot. And I'm just literally, all I'm taking is the trunks, hopefully this lower branch of the oak. But what I've had to do is I've had to put my camera right up and get the centre column right up, because I don't want any sky at all. And when I was down in a normal shooting position, if I wanted to get this bottom branch in here, I was also getting the sky in, and I don't want that. So by lifting this centre column right up, I've changed the point of view, and it's got rid of the sky and allowed that branch just to be seen, and hopefully I'll be able to get that in. This one's another one that might end up being a bit of a letterbox panoramic type thing, I'm not sure. I've been waiting for the sun to come out. Sun's now out, and it's just giving some lovely side light on these trees. So yeah, I think that's the last shot of the day. So I'm back at the car now, absolutely knackered. I'm not going to lie, I'm so unfit. It's much busier now. Still, when I was down there the whole time, I saw like 2 people, but I've seen a couple of families and some walkers on their way down as I was coming out. Stayed well away from them. And there's an ice cream van literally behind me, so I think they're expecting some trade, and there's obviously only car here when I pulled up, and there's quite a few cars here now, but I'm all done and out of the way anyway, so all is good. I had all these plans for today. I was going to do 2 vlogs and all of that, but I am just exhausted. I've had such a good time as well. It's been brilliant, and that's what it's all about, really, isn't it? You know, I've been thinking really hard about my channel and bits and pieces lately, and I'll talk to you about that another time, but essentially it's all about enjoying yourself. It's all about having fun and doing stuff that you like. So, and stuff like this, amazing. Anyway, I'm going to wrap it up now because I am totally exhausted. I'm going to get in the car, I'm going to have myself a nice can of cherry coke, diet, I'm going to say cherry coke zero, and I'm going to call it a day. Thanks ever so much for watching. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and until next time, I'll see you soon.